Hey Jenny, so there are officially 11 days before you turn your Sweet 16, which is certainly a very exciting time in your life. So Kim and I are trying to figure out what to get you. We may already have something for you, I don't know. But in the meantime, I thought I would just, in the 11 days leading up to your birthday, I thought I would be doing a series of videos every day. I'm not sure if I can do it every day, but I'll try to do as much as I can of tutorials, how-to guides on how to do your makeup, or just to give you some useful tips or makeup ideas on how to do your makeup. And I know you got your Naked palette from Sephora just recently, and you're probably really excited to use it. So I'll try to put in some smoky eye tutorials there. So today I thought I'd start off doing the 5-minute beauty face, and I feel like it's really useful for you because you go to school every day, and not everyone has time. Not everyone has like an hour of their day to like do a full face of makeup. So hopefully you find this one useful. So usually when I wake up and go to school every morning, I start with BB cream. I use Garnier, but I know you have the Maybelline one, so start off just putting that on. And I don't know if you use concealer, but my eyes are really, they have a lot of dark circles, so I have to use it. And if you don't have concealer, what I usually do is I take my mom's foundation, and I think it's 2 shades lighter than the BB cream that I use, which is perfect. So I take very little and I just dab it underneath my eye. I haven't actually finished yet, so I'll continue doing that. So when you put in concealer and you want to hide the dark circles in your eyes, what you want to do is just lightly use your ring finger and just lightly dab it underneath. The skin underneath your eye is really delicate, so you don't want to pull it. You want to just lightly dab it. If you can see, just lightly dabbing it. And just go over your entire eye. Like that. Okay, and then other areas, you just want to dab it, like you don't want to put on too much. Okay, so that's done with starting with the base. And I don't know if you use powder foundation, but I use it just because I have really oily skin, and I find that it just really locks it in and makes my my foundation stay. So it's optional, but what I use is the Rimmel Stay Matte, and it gives me very sheer coverage, and it really helps make my makeup stay. So I use that, and I just put it over my face. I don't put on too much because I don't need it, and you don't really need it that much either. Your skin's pretty good. So I just put it all over my face. Okay. Okay, so I'm done with that. And then bronzer. I don't know if you use bronzer, but I like using it in the morning just because my skin is really pale, and bronzer just it just adds some warmth to your face. So the one that I'm using, I don't know if you have this line there, but it's called Essence. The line is Essence, and it's a compact powder, and it's a bronzer, and there are different shades in there. So what you want to use is a brush sort of like this, a bronzer powder brush, or just really any brush that's really, I don't know what you call it, but it's not as flimsy as this. It's really hard and stiff, and I find that that's the easiest and the best way to apply bronzer. So when you apply bronzer, what I usually do is I suck in my cheeks like this, and I just really follow my line from like my temple, or near my temple, and just going down. So, and you just want to keep brushing back and forth. Make sure you don't put on too much, But if you do, you can always, and you make a mistake, you can just go over it with the foundation brush. So we just... Now, I usually did this when I didn't have bangs, but I don't use this method anymore just because it's annoying, it takes forever. But what you can do is you go in a number 3 shape. So you start, okay, so you start over here. Oops, sorry. So you start over here. Right, you do that. You keep going like this. And then you finish that number 3 over there. So a 3, like that. And when you put on bronzer, you want to make sure that you cover the areas that the sun would hit your face. So like your forehead, your nose, under your chin, and on the sides. So that's a method that I use. And you can do the same thing on this side. The lighting's really bad in here, and I apologize for that, so I hope you can see everything. So, okay, so when you suck in your cheeks, just go back and forth from here up to there. Okay, and then when I finish with that, sometimes I put in blush, sometimes I don't, but if you want to, you can. Using the L'Oreal Paris True Match is super blendable, and I just put on like this much. I don't even use a lot, you can't really see that much powder on my brush. Just tap it, and then just smile so you can see the cheekbones, so you can see the apples of your cheeks. You want to do, what I do is I go like this, so it's almost like I'm wiping a tear away from my eyes, and just lightly do that, and then I go around in like circular motions just to get the blush really in there. And do the same on the other side. So I just do that first, really lightly, just because this blush is pigmented. So just do that, and then that's when I start blending and going in circular motions. Usually I can do this in 5 minutes. I'm just taking my time to show you how to do everything properly. Okay, so there you go. That's my face for now. Foundation, bronzer, and blush. Okay, now moving to the fun part, the eyes. Usually I don't wear eyeliner just because I find that I don't need to, and I'm too lazy to put it on and like take time putting it on. So I usually just wear mascara. And I know that you have an aversion to curling your lashes because it is scary. When I first started wearing makeup, when I started curling my lashes, it was a really daunting process for me. But once you get used to it, it's really not that bad. And there's a foolproof method that I learned from the beauty department, and it teaches you how to curl your eyelashes well, and it actually, I've been using it consistently, and it's a method that I use all the time, and it always works for me. And you know my eyelashes are really short and straight and thin. This one, it really helps it curl and stay long, especially when I put mascara on. This is what you do. So you just take your eyelash curler and just hold your head back so you can see the root of your lashes. And make sure it should not hurt when you put it on, and if it does, then that means you're pinching too hard. So once you do that, you tilt your head back, and as you're curling lashes, you want to lift your eyelash curler up, and again, make sure you're not doing it too hard. Just really lightly, like this. And once you're doing that, just take your eyelash curler and rotate it right and then left. And just do it a few times. That way, your eyelash curler, it curls every angle of the lash, and it's not just like curled like that. Because sometimes I find that when I curl my lashes, this part isn't curled, it stays down, and this one is, and it's really annoying. So I don't know if you can tell, but That's how it looks like. See everything, every part is curled right there. Do the same thing in the other eye. So again, tilt your head back until you see the root of your lashes. And as you're doing that, just gently lift your eyelash curler up like that. Make sure you're not pulling too hard. And then just rotate it right, left. Just do that a few times depending how much you want it to curl. And this is how it looks like. I don't know if you can see. See, everything is curled. Okay, once I finish that, I put on mascara. And the one that I'm using right now is Brimmel's Volume Accelerator. Oops, Volume Accelerator. And I really like this one because it makes my lashes really long, and I don't even have to put on that many coats. Now, your eyelashes are really, really long, and I'm so jealous of that. So you would just need like one coat for any mascara, really. Okay, when I apply mascara, I do the same thing. I just tilt my head back and start at the roots, and I wiggle the wand just so that it coats every single lash. So just lightly do that. Oops, put a bit too much on. It's like clumping. Okay, you can fix that with this. Anyway, so, and then I do the same thing on the other eye. And I find that if you want to coat every single lash, well, you start off with that method. So you just start off the roots, just wiggle your wand as you go up, and then once you finish doing that, you start off. You take your wand, you use it vertically, and just you go this way, just really, really lightly, and you go that way. That's what I do. I usually just use 2 coats, or if I'm in a rush or I'm just being really, really lazy, I use 1 coat. And let's say your lashes lose its curl, just wait for it to semi-dry, not until it's, don't wait until it's completely dry. Just wait for it until it's semi-dry and then just recurl it using that same method, and it should stay. Or maybe I should show you that right now. Or when it's wet like it is right now, just make sure you're really gentle when you curl it. So again, roots, lift it up, and then move back and forth. Left, right, left, really depends on you. And it's curled. That's how it looks like. Do the same with the other eye. That's how it looks like. So this is how my face looks like right now. And usually when I finish off, in the morning I always use either white eyeshadow, depending on what you have. You can use white or like a cream colored eyeshadow, just anything that's close to this color, champagne, gold maybe. And I usually use my finger, but for the sake of speed I'll just use a brush just to make it look a bit clean. I'm using this brush right here, this eyeshadow brush. You don't have to use a brush, you just use your finger. So I'm just using this white eyeshadow. It's from Sephora. It's called Aspen Summit, in case you really like the color and you want it. And I just go in the inner corners, like that. I extend it just a bit, like halfway there. I go up a bit. Do the same thing in the other eye, inner corners. And I like doing this just because it really brightens up my eyes. You don't want to put on too much, just enough. But okay, and that's what I do. And I usually just finish there and I just head to school, head out the door. Yeah, so this is my 5-minute face, and I just put on the lip balm, or if you want, put on, yeah, you can do whatever you want with your lips really, but I just leave it like that. Okay, so that's the 5-minute face. If you're looking for more definition in your eyes, I guess you can call it, what I sometimes do if I have time is I line my eyes with a black eyeshadow just underneath. And you don't want to put on too much black eyeliner just because, personally for me, I find that in the morning it's just too much and you don't want to go, it's more of like a nighttime look. So what I do is I take this eye smudger brush, so it looks like. You could use any brush really, or even a cotton swab. And I just dip it really, I just lightly dust it just once. And then I line it really lightly. Enough so that you can see the definition, but not so much that it's super obvious that you're wearing heavy eyeliner. So what I do is I start on the outside. I just bring it towards the middle. Okay, I can't really see anything there. There you go. Okay, there you have it. Don't know if you can tell if there's really a difference, but that's what I usually do if I want more definition. Or, last thing you can do is, if you didn't put the black eyeliner on and you had your face the way it was before, so mascara and just a white eyeshadow, to give your eyes a pop of color and just make it a bit more fun, what I sometimes do is I would take purple or blue, or navy, just because it really brings up our brown eyes. So I just take the same brush and lightly pat it with purple eyeshadow. This is the Victoria's Secret palette. It's a wet dry shadow. It's called Plum Crazy. And I'll write down everything at the bottom of the video for you. So I take purple and I just line my eyes. It actually, if you want to make the liner even darker, you can start with black and then layer it on with purple, and it makes it super, super intense. But that might be a bit much for you for school. It's really up to you. Don't know if you can tell there's a difference. The lighting is so bad. But yes, this is supposed to be purple. I don't know if you can tell. Hopefully you can. So yeah, there you have it. This is my 5-minute face. The video is probably like 10 minutes, but it's because I took my dear time showing you how to, giving you like tips and techniques and showing you how to do everything. So I hope this is really useful for you. I hope you enjoy it, and there will most likely be more videos coming up super soon. So yeah, I hope you like it.